Well, hey everyone, it's 7Demo7, and by the title of this video, you probably know what's inside of this box. This is the Basher Rocksta 124 scale crawler. This is going to be a pretty cool unboxing here. I'm really excited to take a look at this thing. This thing is basically ready to run from Hobbyking. Now, I've done crawlers in the past, and I've done 124 scale crawlers, but I've never done one that was MOA, which is motor on axle. And I've never done one with four-wheel steering, which allows you to crab walk and all that stuff. So I'm pretty excited to get into this thing. So let's just take a quick peek here. I'm just going to call it Rockstar. It just feels more comfortable to me. And these are the batteries that were recommended here. I'm going to try not to puncture them with my knife. Let's see, this is a standard JST. Is that what it is? Yeah, standard JST, and it is a 350 milliamp 2S battery pack. So these should be pretty good. These were like $7 a piece. So one of the nice things about getting into these little crawlers is that they're inexpensive. You know, they're not going to break too often because they're not really going high speed or doing too many crazy things. So, all right, before we get too far along here, let's just go ahead and take a look at the specs here. You guys can pause the video here. Has the weights and all that stuff, but the main features here are the four-wheel steering, the motor on axle structure, the LCG chassis, which is low center of gravity, waterproof battery and PCB case, laser engraved metal body, and adjustable caster angle. Oh, caster angle adjustments, that's interesting. And I'll try and put up a couple of pictures if I can, if I still can find the pictures of my old style. I did like a Toyota pickup truck that I made all brass chassis, which was pretty cool. So this is the ready to run version. It comes with its own radio, and let's just take a look at everything that comes out of the box here. Looks like we have some sort of instruction manual. This is obviously going to be the transmitter, and it's going to be one of the standard transmitters from Hobbyking. But the cool thing about this transmitter is that it has a function button that will allow you to do, you push the button and you have front wheel steering, you push the button again, it has four wheel steering, and then you can also switch it to the next function, which is just front or just rear. So it's pretty cool looking. So this just pops right out, and look at that, it looks pretty cool. We're just gonna get right to the meat of the matter here. So it has this nice articulating suspension here, really nice. I like these little tin body pieces here. This is really pretty cool. Let's take a look at that. So once again, motor on axles, has these little DC motors here. Obviously the shocks don't have any oil in it. In this scale, you really don't need to have any oil. You just need some light spring action to help keep the car centered and not from not falling over. Just a little bit of a torsion there. And it has our little 9-gram servos on here. So this is going to be pretty cool. It looks like we have a little on-off button here. I'm wondering where the battery goes. Battery probably goes down here. Oh, we had these tiny little body clips that we're probably going to put the battery inside of here. So this is your standard radio here from Hobbyking. I have a few of these. One of these came with my Rattler, but like I said, this one's got to have a button somewhere on here. Mode 1, Mode 2, Mode 3, and Mode 4. That's the different steering. So this is Mode 1 is front steering, Mode 2 is rear steering, Mode 3 is crabbing, and Mode 4 is four-wheel steering. So that's going to be pretty cool. All right, so I tell you what, I'm not going to delve into the instructions here. I'm just going to put some batteries in the radio. I'm going to put the battery as it's come, because it should have enough battery power just to start off and just test the functions and everything. I'll go ahead and put the battery in, and we'll get it rolling around here. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put the battery in. I haven't turned it on yet, so I'll do that on air here. One of the things to note is that these little body clips here are very tiny and pretty hard to get in here. Most likely I'm not going to be running this through any type of water or anything like that, so you could actually just leave this panel off or just use 2 body clips to keep this on, because it's not going anywhere fast and these things aren't going to fly off. So if you do 2, it'd be probably a lot easier, or you could just use some Velcro to hold the battery in there. It'd be just as fine. But this does give the crawler some like a nice something to slip across in case you do get high centered here. So let's go ahead and turn this on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the radio first, and I'll go ahead and turn on the car, and we'll see if it's already bound. So there we go. It's already ready to go. Okay, guys. So we have steering here. I'm gonna hit the mode button on the transmitter. So this should be just rear steering, which is pretty awesome. Crab steering, and then hit it one more time, Now we have four-wheel steering, so let's go ahead and just roll this thing around here. Of course, this is going to have a lot of torque to it, which is going to be pretty neat. Okay, time to start making some courses here on the table. Let's see if we can't go over some stuff here. I noticed that the tires are nice and cushy. They've got a lot of air in the inside of them, so they're really going to be giving us a lot of traction. Okay, let me try the different steering here. I'm going to go to rear wheel steering only. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so now I'm just rear. Oh, that's front steering. Okay, here's rear steering. One of the things that I did with my rattler is I actually just took off this little plastic pin right here, because just to open it up to turn the radio on and off was kind of a pain, and to hit this mode switch to pop that thing up and out every time you want to switch the steering modes, it's a little bit weird.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, we did it.
Oh my gosh, it worked. It went up really far.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
All right, this is very confusing.
Oh.
Aww.
Well, okay guys, so I am pretty impressed by this little crawler. I mean, for a pretty inexpensive price, you get a fully ready to run crawler that has motor on axle. You can see the little DC motors down in here. You also have the weight of the servo on each axle, so it gives you that full four-wheel steering. I love the little metal panels that they have here. This is very reminiscent to my low C 124 scale Toyota crawler that they had, but it wasn't as sophisticated as this one. I like that it's a nice complete package. It's got pretty much the same thing front and rear. I love the little tires. They're actually pretty grippy for what they are. But I am thoroughly impressed by this. It looks like they really did their research there. So this little central unit here makes it really easy to run this thing. Everything's in one central location. Everything plugs into the same spot. And you just plug it in and you start driving it. But what do you guys think? I think this thing is pretty rad. If you guys want to help out my channel, if you're interested in this, there will be a link in the description down below. Also follow me on Facebook at the 7Demo7 forum group. You guys can post your rock stars there. I'm gonna enjoy this thing at my office here. My kids are gonna enjoy this. I love the suspension action. Anyway, thanks for joining me on my channel once again, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.